Hello and welcome back. So this is it, the T500, all been restored pretty much, just needs putting back together. I don't know if any of you remember back in the 70s, one of the bike magazines used to strip the bike down, brand new bike, and strip it all down and lay it out on the floor like this and take a picture of it. So yeah, that's what it looks like. So yeah, I'll go through everything, what I've done. I've been waiting, the video's been a bit delayed because I've been waiting so long for bits to come back. Dream Machine painted the tank and side panels, or one side panel because that one's brand new. But I gave them that to match the colour. Any of you who have seen my previous videos will have seen that. But they took 2.5 months to get it back to me. You know, but there you go, they've done a good job. I'm pleased the colour match is perfect. It might not look correct on the GoPro, it just gets the colours wrong. I'll take a photograph of what it is actually, you know, the colour it is. On my iPhone it seems to do a better job correct, you know, getting the colour correct. So there we are, there it all is, and with chroming's back, or I've had the frame all done, powder coated. I went for powder coat in the end. No real reason. It looks lovely. It's shiny. The framing parts, you know, needed something fairly thick on it to cover up little, you know, marks and whatnot. But it's come up lovely. Nothing shows up anymore. The wheels are done. I've built these myself. All the polishing, I've done zinc plating myself, which I'm really pleased with. It's just so handy to have your own zinc plating kit, and if it works well, it's definitely worth it. Simply because it's you never seem to remember everything if you take stuff to a zinc platers, and then I always worry they might lose something. So I just thought, sorry, I'll get my own kit. Those fork springs that are standing upright over there, I've even done things like that, which you wouldn't normally bother because they're underneath gaiters. I've managed to get brand new old stock genuine gaiters for it, which I will go around everything in a minute and show a bit closer. The engine's all been vapor blasted. It's loosely put together there. Obviously I'm in the spare room, everything's up here. It doesn't normally sit all on the floor like this, it's normally up on the side behind the camera. But I've just laid it out for the purpose of the video. Yeah, so there's all the airbox and battery box and whatnot, and swinging arm, it's all there. Crankshaft's been rebuilt with Grampian motors. Got new shocks there. Got them from the Classic Bike Shop, I think it is. Again, I'll go in closer in a bit. But I'm pleased with them, they're good quality. Good quality, they look nice. So seat cover here, which I've yet to do. The seat is in good condition, by the way. It's not rotten, it's original seat pan and it's not rotten. But I do need to strip that and fit the new seat cover. But right, so I'll get the camera now and go in a bit closer and show you everything I've done. So starting off with the oil tank here. This is the one I got off eBay. It was new old stock. So it was actually in a box with a part number on. It's called Candy Jackal Blue. As I say, looking at it through this GoPro screen, it looks a different colour to what I'm seeing with my eyes. But they've done a great, Dream Machine done a great job matching, as you can see, even though the colour's wrong on the camera, you can see it matches what they've done. I'm pleased with that, so that's cool. Yeah, so starting off at the front here, the mud guard. So this was all scratched at the front here. Somebody had chucked it down the road, and typical place where it goes is right on the corner as the bike goes over like that. And this piece around here was all graunched, and there's all scratches there. Now I managed to sort of polish them out and then get it chromed, and I actually had to cut a piece out here and then braze a piece of rod inside and just there because it had rotted right through. But that's come out all right. There's a little tiny bit there, I don't know if you can see it, it isn't perfect, but the rest of it's fine. I'm really pleased with that. Headlight I've had chromed, all the chrome's been chromed, so it's one of those with a flat bottom because it's the early T500R 1971. Yeah, these are the lower fork tubes, obviously. I've had these chromed, and I'm pleased the chromer's, what he's done is sort of left the bottom bits in a frosty sort of finish how they were, which is great. These are part of the forks, obviously where the fork seals go. These are the headlight brackets, as you probably know. Top yoke, I've had these bits chromed, but that's just polished. Polished aluminium. They look nice. The usual bits, brake lever, kickstart. I've had these hard chromed Philpotts in Luton, which is just down the road from me, so they were great because they were, one of the legs was a bit bent, they've straightened them out, I hard chromed them. £250 they charge at the moment. These springs, I was saying earlier, I've zinc plated them. The rear shocks, I've got them from this place, Classic Bike Shop. If you Google that, they're really good quality. I'm pleased with them. You know, there are some cheap copies of that. They're exact copies of the originals. They don't have the shroud at the top here. They're just open springs on the T500R. There's a close-up of the tank paintwork. This tank, I think I said, was really good inside. Really good. Now, this being a T500R should technically have the earlier type of cap with a button at the side. You press down, it just flips up. There's no lock, but this does have a lock. I'll show you. This is the cap. So it's all empty at the moment because I've just had it chromed. But yeah, normally on this you squeeze it. So there's a key that goes in here or the other side, whatever, and then you can open it like so. So technically the wrong tank. And that's the only difference, is that I think is over this way a bit to allow for the bottom. But the thing is, this tank, I mean, exactly the same. Other than that, not many people would sort of know, to be honest. You've got to be really keen to notice that sort of thing. But this tank is so good inside, and I knew I'd never find one as good as this. It had no dents on it. You know, so I mean, I know the painters will repair dents and that, but it's just nice that they've only had to rub it down and paint it, basically. They charged £750 to do it. That was just the one side panel on the tank. But it is a good match, and that's the important thing. It's called Candy Jackal Blue. And I really wanted to make sure that they got that, sorry, this, to match that. And they did. So going over to the engine here, I've had all this vapour blasted, and there's all my engine bolts, sorry, head bolts. I've zinc plated myself and all the washers, polished all the casings, crankshaft over there. I've got a Grampian Motors, they did it. I can't remember the price, about 400 and something quid to have that done. Moving over to the bit closer to the other part of the engine. Let's just move around this way. I'm stepping over bits. There you go. So I've even zinc plated the air breather there. That's the output seal holder, which I've done in that gold passivate, because that's how it was originally. I know you don't see it, but it goes just there. But all those little, these are new. This is all loosely assembled, as you can see, just moving about there. As I say, crankshaft done at Grampian Motors, polished all these. It's the airbox on this early one, different to the later one. Still got to find an air filter for that. Battery box, powder coated, blasted and powder coated. Rear mud guard, got it off eBay, and it's a really good solid mud guard. I had to get it chromed. Got it from Two Wheel Spares. I'm sure any of you restoring in the UK know of Two Wheel Spares. What did I pay for that? About 160 or something like that. But as I say, no rot on it at all. Really nice. No dents. Well, there was a dent, small dent I got out myself. I did an earlier video. It might have been one of those video shorts. But yeah, I got that out successfully. Chain guard there, swinging arm. These are the Suzuki bolts, obviously. Engine bolts. All plated myself. New clutch here. Gearbox. Is all good. I've got the modification. There's a little rubber in here because they don't. There it is. That allows more oil in the gearbox. Hard to. I did do a short video explaining that, so you'll see it on my channel if you want to. But yeah, that is a genuine Suzuki modification. I think it gives you about another 100 cc's of gearbox oil. Wheels I've done myself. Rebuilt these myself. New rims with British chrome. I went for new rims. I could have used the old ones, but I'm struggling to find any platers that will do rims nowadays, because it rips their mops apart, these holes. They don't like chrome in rims or exhausts. So they're just new rims. But yeah, look nice. All these little bits I've had zinc plated in here. These springs. These are obviously chromed, zinc plated, everything. It needs to be, even these, because you can see the outside of it. It's nice to do them. Yep. New airbox rubber. This is the original one I plated myself again. These, you can't get these for the love of the money, so I was lucky I had the original one to plate. Clocks, I did do an earlier video. I got these clock bodies off eBay. I think they were about £100 a pair. And then obviously I had to strip the clocks, but I did do an earlier video on that. But they've come up nice. One of the faces is new on that one, but that is the original mileage. The guts of the clock is original. That's the tail light there. This is the shape of the early one. Obviously got to put all that back together yet. Various bits chromed, it's plated. Oh, these are genuine new old stock gaiters. I'm really surprised that you can't find them anywhere except one place, Fowler's in Bristol. I've got them in stock, and they've got quite a few pairs, so anyone wants genuine fork gaiters for their T500, go to Fowler's in Bristol. They've got them in stock. They arrive next day. Going back to a bit more plating I've done. This is all the steering damper. This bit here, this bit, it's all nice. All looks nice. That bit's chrome, that's the head race bearing part of it. Rear brake spring, zinced myself. Little wire clip, I think that goes on here. Some more wire clips here I've done myself, these sort. And the other thing about zinc plating, doing it yourself, usually you have to clean everything up ready for the platers, and if you haven't done a good enough job, it comes back with, you know, bits not looking very good, bits of rust still showing or something. Whereas if you do it yourself, you can do it and then think, oh, that could do that better. And that one was an example. I mean, that's perfect now, but there was a bit just here somewhere that was black, and I knew I needed to clean it up better and do it again basically, and so that's why all my zinc platings come out good. This as well was the same sort of story. This is the choke lever, and that's part of it as well, and I've done that in that gold passivate, only lightly, just a hint of sort of gold tinge to it, but I think that's probably how they were. That's the, yeah, obviously the indicator switch and such like. Managed to get that off eBay, but I bought that from the two-wheel spares. So yeah, it's pretty much all ready to go back together. There are still other things I've got to do. I've still got to do the wiring loom, the carburetors, things like that. But the good thing is most of the hard work is now done. It's just a case of reassembling it. Yeah, so here we are. But yeah, I'm pleased with it. Should look nice. I'm up here in the spare room, by the way, so just, it doesn't normally sit on the floor all like this. I've just laid it out just for the purpose of the video. And I know next year it'll have to be in the shed when it's all completely together and that, but yeah, it's just nice to have it up here. Just, as I say, I can just, anything that's done I bring up here, store up here, ready for reassemble, which is getting close now, as I said. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done a video, but as I said, I was waiting for the tank for 2.5 months, and I didn't want to do it until that had come back. But there we go. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.